Hi, how are you doing? If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and we are up in the morning starting our day like normal people and not vampires. So today I want to take you through my AM morning skincare routine because I've kind of actually got a concise one that I like and like a actual routine and steps, and I've been doing it this past year and really enjoying it. These are the products I have just really been liking currently for this winter time season, this colder air. These are the products I've been reaching for every day when I start my day, regardless of the time of day that is. I live like a vampire most times, so my morning is probably your evening, vice versa, whatever. Anyway, these are the products that have really just done wonders for my skin during this cold weather months. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of take you through it, show you what I do, and have a nice little skincare routine. I've never really done an all-out skincare routine on my channel or really on my blog. I review a lot of skincare over there. I talk about skincare a lot on my blog, but it's not a focus of my YouTube channel, and I kind of want to trickle it in just a little bit here and there. I'm no expert with skincare by any means. I really am not. I try to learn what I can. I do my own research here and there. I really highly recommend checking out James Welsh and Hiram for some good tips and tricks. I do refer to them a lot. When I have a question about something, I just go look on their channel. Usually I find the answer, and so here we are. Anyway, I have a little bit of a comprehensive AM skincare routine, and this fluctuates depending on what I'm doing that day and how in-depth I feel like going. Some days you just throw on some moisturizer and you're fine. Some days, like filming days, I'd take a few extra steps in there. I'm going to take you through the whole routine and show you what I kind of omit, leave in, depending on the situation. So without further ado, let's go ahead and put on some skincare and get our day started. The first step is always to cleanse in the morning. Now, depending on how I feel about my skin in the morning, if I'm really dry in dealing with a lot of dermatitis, eczema, or just dry chapped skin from the cold weather, which I get a lot. I get a lot of kind of rawness on my jawline, and it turns into a little bit of an eczema, dermatitis type of situation in the winter. I get itchy, but my skin is normally kind of combo. In the colder months it gets dry, but it's also oily. I have very true combo skin, and in summer I'm very oily. In the morning, if my skin's feeling particularly dry and kind of irritated or angry, I'll use the Hydro Boost Gentle Cleansing Lotion for sensitive skin, which is fragrance-free hyaluronic acid, and this is from Neutrogena. I'll use this one on days where my skin's just feeling a little extra tender, a little sensitive, and I don't want to get after it too hard, and if I haven't used a lot of heavy skincare the night before. I do think you should kind of cleanse your face in the morning. You don't have to do like your super duper cleanse in the AM, but I think it is important to kind of just get all the skincare from the night before, any sweat, anything like that off your face, because you do accumulate stuff throughout the night on your face. I mean, just because you're not wearing makeup doesn't mean your face is clean. So yeah, I'll use either this one, or on days when I want a little more cleansing feeling. This is virtually the same, just a little bit more cleansing, I guess you could say, but this is the Hydro Boost Hydrating Cleansing Gel. This one is with the hyaluronic acid. It's basically the same thing, it's just not quite as gentle as this one, and I feel like this one cleanses a little better, especially if I've done like an overnight mask or something like that. This will be one I'd reach for more so. But yeah, it's just a basic water-based cleanser with hyaluronic acid. It gets the impurities out, makes your skin feel nice and clean to start the day. So these two are kind of interchangeable for me depending on my needs. But lately I've just been reaching for this one because my skin's been feeling a little better, and I've been doing a lot of heavier like moisturizing overnight masks, so I like to get all the residue or anything left over on my skin off with something like this. I follow that up usually at that point. I've brushed my teeth, all that. I'm done in my bathroom. I come in here. This room is not just where I film. This is kind of just my getting ready room. It's my beauty room. It's a little bit of my office type of room. I spend a lot of time in this room. But anyways, this is where it comes to just get ready to start the day, because it's just easier to have all my beginning of the day stuff in one room. I don't know, and I have the skincare I like to use for during the day in here in case I forget and have to go back to the bathroom and do something. It's easier for me to have it all in one place in here, and my nighttime stuff is in the bathroom. Anyway, Did you really need that big explanation about all that? I doubt it. But my next step is typically, which will usually fall a little bit later because I'm slow about getting ready in the morning. My next step typically though is to go in with a toner. I like to use the hydrating toner from Dickinson's. This is the Enhanced Witch Hazel Hydrating Toner, alcohol free, with rose water. It moisturizes and soothes skin, enhanced with nourishing hyaluronic acid, vitamin E to soften, condition, and gently remove impurities without over drying. This one I like to use in the morning. I don't know why. I used to use it in the evening as well, but I just kind of keep it in here. It's just become a thing. I don't know why. But this has just become part of my daytime routine, and I've liked this one quite a bit. This one, the particular one with the rose, I find it very gentle on the skin, and this was one of the first like skincare products I really, like toner I ever really tried, and it was about 5 years ago, and I have repurchased it religiously since. And I mean, you get a huge bottle, it lasts you forever because you only need such a small amount. But I don't know, I've just found this one works really well. I know witch hazel is a little bit of a controversial subject with skincare, and I think some people it doesn't agree with, some people it does. I personally don't have any issues with witch hazel products. I think they do good for me personally. I'm no expert on any of this. I'm not an esthetician. I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not a skincare influencer or anything like that. These are just things that I do for myself that I feel like I enjoy and have either come to love through personal experience or through recommendations of people I trust with skincare. So anyways, this one I've gone to, I feel like it's made a difference in the texture of my skin. My skin just felt smoother and just nicer when I first started using this, and it's just been a kind of a staple, go-to, trusty product. So my next step is usually to go in with this on a cotton round. If you have any recommendations for some reusable cotton pads, please let me know in the comments below. I am on the hunt for some of those. But anyway, I'll just take my little cotton round and just make sure everything is clean. A lot of times I'll style my hair before I do this step, and I'll have like a little bit of my root touch-up spray or something around my hairline. This just kind of helps clean that up too. It's a multi-purpose thing. As you see, I have a little bit of my root touch-up, so that way I can kind of get that from getting all over my skin, and dry shampoo, stuff like that. This kind of just helps clean that up, because I tend to like to style my hair before I do anything else. I don't know, just because I can kind of clean up any hairspray or hair product that might have gotten on my face at this point. But I just go across the skin gently. I do have the type of skin that if you just touch it, it turns bright red. It's just the way my skin is. My skin isn't particularly sensitive to product. It is just more sensitive to like cold weather and certain SPFs I'm allergic to. But on a whole, my skin is not super sensitive by any means, and I don't typically have a lot of acne or anything like that going on, aside from the occasional hormonal breakout. But I have very congested skin, as in oils that stay trapped under the surface, and I get a lot of blackheads and clogged pores. That's more my my little thing I battle a lot. And I do have some, you know, old acne scars and stuff from when I was younger, or when I had really bad hormonal issues with my skin. I feel like this just really did help out, make a difference when I first started using it, and I've just stuck with it. And I come down the neck, around the ears with it. Don't forget like the backs of your ears and like your, you know, your ear area when you're doing like the cleansing steps, because sometimes, you know, you didn't wash your hair or any of that particular day, but you've gotten hair product buildup, and it gets all around here and can cause clogged pores, issues, breakouts, itchiness, anything like that. So I think it's important to kind of take your toner around the ear area and behind the ears and around the neck, anywhere that like your hair products can get, because that can actually not be great for your skin. They can also be quite drying because a lot of hair products have a lot of alcohol in them, especially like hairsprays and stuff. Toner would be my next step, and after I've done my toner, I like to let that just kind of chill on the skin. Usually I'm drinking a cup of coffee at this point and just kind of easing into my day. Today I'm drinking water because I already had my coffee. The next thing I like to do usually is to maybe do an eye patch. If I'm filming that day and my under eyes are feeling a little puffy or whatever, I'll go in with a little bit of a eye patch situation. This is not an everyday product for me. This is a more special occasion, wanting to treat myself a little bit type of product. So today we're gonna go ahead and do that because it's a filming day. And this is the Derma E Vitamin C Bright Eyes Hydro Gel Patches. These are the first eye patches I've ever used, and I always thought it was a little, I always thought, I don't need that. That's just kind of excessive, but I've actually come to love these. And it says these are actually reusable, but I kind of tear them up. I'm not very delicate with them, so I usually end up tearing them up before I can reuse them. These are supposed to instantly transform puffy looking eyes into well-rested eyes, enriched with vitamin C and B3 to brighten the look of dark circles, while caffeine depuffs and melatonin soothes. I think that's what that word is. Do I think they do a huge difference? Not really, but it's something that feels good. It makes me feel like I'm doing something good. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these on. I never really know which direction you're supposed to apply them either. Let's say I'm not real well versed in the eye patch world as of yet. But I like these. And I don't deal with a lot of dark circle issues, but I do get puffiness right here. So, you know, if something can help that, I'm not gonna get mad at it. So just gonna press them onto the skin. I do like these. These are very soothing feeling and just kind of relaxing to put on in the morning. I know a lot of us don't have time to do all this kinds of stuff, but I do. This is my routine, and I have the time to do this kind of stuff, so I do. If that makes any sense. I totally understand that most of us have busier days and don't have time to do all these steps, and that is totally fine. You don't have to do all these steps. Maybe on your days off when you do have a moment or treat yourself moment, something like this could be nice. Again, like I said, this isn't my everyday type of routine. This is just my like pre-filming thing I like to do is the patches. And you can put these in the fridge so they're nice and cold. I don't really fool with that. You can leave these on, I believe, 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how much time you have to kill. I usually leave them on about 15 minutes because I am impatient and usually want to go ahead and get started, but just kind of massage them into the skin a little bit and let them hang out. Kind of rub any extra serum into the skin. And yeah, I'm just gonna let these hang out on my face for a minute, and we'll be back to continue the routine. Alright, just took my eye patches off. I'm just gonna press the serum into the skin wherever it is. I don't love the way this one feels. It kind of starts to peel up, so. After eye patches, I like to go in with my serums, which is just one during the day. This one I just recently incorporated is the KYPRIS Antioxidant Dew Quench and Glow Serum. This one I think is really nice for daytime. It's very moisturizing, and it kind of ticks a lot of boxes. It's really nice. But this was made exclusively for BoxyCharm, and my friend Chandra gave it to me because she had like a backstock of them because she kept getting them, I think. Or she bought some extras. I don't know. Either way, I got this, and I like it. It feels really good on the skin. Yeah, so I just gotta pop a little bit of this on. I just do just the tiniest bit. I don't usually enjoy doing the dropper right next to my face because you get too much product. But this one is a very easy, it's a thick serum, so you can kind of control it easily. And I don't apply much at all, just a few drops. I don't like to overuse skincare and apply too much because that's just wasteful. Your skin can only absorb so much. But anyway, I just kind of, massage this in. And I try to be gentle and do kind of upward motions. All the stuff you hear about doing. But yeah, I just kind of let that soak into the skin for a minute. This one absorbs really fast, goes right into the skin. But it really does make your skin feel pretty hydrated and really nice feeling. It almost feels like a really lightweight moisturizer. Any excess I have on my hands I bring down. I actually didn't apply very much, so I didn't have any excess. I was scratching my face, so that's why that redness is there. I was getting after an itchy spot. After that step, I like to go in with a little bit of a facial massage. It just, to me, it feels really good while the serum is soaking into the skin. I like to use this one. This is like a dupe of the Nurse Jamie one. This is from Cosmetics, and it is really nice. It's very heavy, very cold feeling metal. Like, you don't have to put it in the fridge. It's so cold, just by the type of product it is. I really like to use this on days where I'm feeling just a little extra, or just feel like I don't know, it's not something I do every single day, but I like to do it on the days when I do filming and stuff because I feel like it really does like make the skin feel good. Do I know if it works? I've not honestly been using it long enough to know for sure, but I think it's I don't know, it's doing something for me and I'm enjoying using it. So that I can speak to is I enjoy the experience of this product. But this is a firming facial massage thing. It's spinny. It's really, I don't know, it feels really good. So I followed the instructions of how they say to use it, which is, you know, an upward motion on the cheek, and it's got little massagey things on it. It does feel really, really refreshing and cooling. So I make a few passes across the cheek, going upward, kind of gets the blood flowing, all of that kind of thing. You always want to massage away towards your hairline in this direction because it helps with any lymphatic drainage and gets the puffiness out of your face and just pushes it away. So I'm not going up and down, I'm doing just one direction. I mean, this doesn't take that long, so I don't mind adding this into my routine just because it feels really good. Especially, you know, when you just wake up and you need kind of a pick-me-up. This is one of those things because it's cold, it just feels really relaxing. And it does help reduce puffiness. You could do a jade roller. I think they have like the solid pieces of jade you can do something similar with. I just happen to have this one. Again, a friend gave it to me, so I'm gonna use it. And it is really nice feeling. And you can kind of take it around the under eye, this, to kind of reduce some puffiness there. I do get some puffiness like right in this region. I don't know exactly when in your routine you're supposed to do this step. I like to do it after serums, but before I go with my moisturizers because I don't like it getting all yucky. And I do wipe this off, obviously. You know, before and after use, you do want to clean it, but I just don't like the feeling of the moisturizer getting all over it. But it does help push product into the skin, I would imagine. I would like to use it right in here. I just make a few passes. I'm not real precise with it. I believe the claim on products like this, they're meant to firm. Now on the neck though, it says to come up, but honestly if you go down, this helps the drainage. So I'll go down right here and just kind of this direction along the jaw. You kind of do right here like this. Get that little waddle. But this is supposed to like help firm your skin and tighten it. So when I feel satisfied, like I've done it long enough and it's like warm to my skin, I usually decide I'm done. And that is a super extra step that you don't have to do. I just find it to be something really nice to do for yourself. I'd say on those days when you do have the time to do something like a facial massage, do it. I mean, you could just use your hands and do that with your moisturizer. I kind of just do it all in one go. I'm sitting on my leg, my foot's asleep. My next step would be to do a under eye cream. I'm really liking the autocorrect from Sunday Riley right now. It's just been really, really nice, especially these colder months because it's a bit heavier. And I take just a very small amount and tap it on. I know you're supposed to use your ring finger. I'm not real, I don't have great mobility or functionality in my ring finger, so I'm using my middle finger. Sorry about it, but it's my face. I can do what I want. But I'm just tapping it. I'm not like rubbing it in or anything. And if I need to rub, I will get in there with my little ring finger, what I can do with it. Any excess, I just kind of put right there, around here, the brow bone. Just really kind of pushing that product in, gently patting it in. And this also is, you know, some more facial massaging and good stuff to do to help with puffiness. And also pressing your products in is a good idea. Next, I'll do my moisturizer, which is also from Sunday Riley. This is the Ice Ceramide Moisturizing Cream. This is a pretty heavy cream. That's why this is more my winter skincare, because I do like a heavier cream in the winter because my skin does get very surface dry from just the elements. And I think a heavier moisturizer really does help with that and kind of protect my skin. So I just take a little bit of this on my finger and dab it around. Again, I don't like to use excessive amounts of product because you're just wasting it. You know, no need to use a shit ton of moisturizer because it's just gonna get all, it's not gonna absorb and it's just gonna sit on your skin. At this point, I just massage this in, gently doing upward motions. It's just a nice time to kind of really give yourself that facial massage if you don't want to use the jade roller or a tool to do that. It's a good time just to do it with your hands, really work that product into the skin, make sure it absorbs nicely. And kind of press it in, and then my jawline, I always have to make sure it's moisturized really well because that's my driest spot. And bring any extra down on the neck and chest. Okay, and let that kind of just try to soak in just a bit, really work its magic. That has been one of my favorite moisturizers, honestly, is this one. It has really helped my skin during these winter months and kept it from being quite so irritated and dry and just moisturized and happy and glowy. Like, it really does give the skin a lovely glow. Okay, now that that has had a moment to really kind of absorb in the skin, I like to go in with a facial oil. Now, this is not going to be for everybody during the day. Most of the time, the best time to use an oil would be in the evening. That's just, you know, I think standard practice would be to use at night. But as I said, my skin gets very dry during the day from the elements and everything, from the cold weather. So during this time of year in the winter months, I do like to incorporate this oil during the day because it is a very lightweight oil. And it does say you can use it morning and night. But I find this one from Biossance, the Squalane Vitamin C Rose Oil, to be very gentle. It's not heavy. It does soak into the skin very well. It does all the good things. This is meant to brighten and firm. So just take a little bit of that, just a tiny bit on my hand, not like a huge amount, but just a few drops. And kind of just work it into my fingers a little bit. And then onto the face. This has made a huge difference incorporating this oil in my daytime routine for my drier months because it's just really helped lock in a lot of good moisture into the skin. But I do like how lightweight this oil is. It really is one that I feel like I can get away with during the day. I could probably pull it off in the summer even. It's that lightweight. It's just kind of perfection in an oil. Because I don't love the way oils feel. They're usually kind of heavy and kind of sticky. That one is just very nice. Again, I like to really massage right here. Again, continuing up massaging. That's very important. It just feels really good. Okay, all right. So what I'm gonna do now is let that really soak into my skin and hang out for a little bit. This is, of course, before I do makeup and everything, but I really like to let the oil and the moisturizer really have a chance to soak into my skin. I give it a good 30 minutes before I go in and start trying to do makeup or anything like that. I give it plenty of opportunity to go right into the skin and work its magic. Every day I definitely, for the winter months, use moisturizer from Sunday Riley, the Ice Ceramide Moisturizer and the Autocorrect Eye Cream, and the Squalane oil from Biossance, Squalane Vitamin C oil from Biossance. Those are ones that I've just used every single day, and the Antioxidant Dew. Now the patches, the massage tool, those are more special occasion or filming day things I like to do, but I always do the hand massaging and the products just on the day-to-day because, I mean, good skincare, good practice, and it just really does make you feel better. And I've seen such a huge difference with taking care of my skin and doing these little steps. It's really made a lot of impact to me and my skin. And while I'm waiting for all this to soak in, I'll go in with my Lancome Cils Booster Lash Revitalizing Serum. I don't really think this is the best serum on the market. You can definitely get one at the drugstore that is on par with this one. But I like to use this one during the day just to give the lashes a little bit of something going on. And when I first started using this one, it burned really bad. So I'm going to warn you of that too. But I've I don't know if I've just gotten used to it or better at applying it, but it doesn't burn my eyes anymore. And again, this is something I do before makeup and a good bit before I do my makeup. Just so this has time to soak into the lashes and condition them. I do a lot of falsies and stuff like that, so you gotta take care of your actual eyelashes. I like this one for during the day because it doesn't like sit on your lashes or get gross. It kind of soaks in. It's not like putting a castor oil on your lashes, which is what I like to do in the evening. This is my daytime lash care. So I just work it into the lashes. Again, I wouldn't recommend spending that much on this particular product. I think, if you're using something like Latisse or Vitalash, a bunch of other like great lash serums that are pretty expensive that actually I think do work really well. This is just a lash conditioner. It's really nothing special that you couldn't get at the drugstore. L'Oreal makes one. Elf makes one now. I just happen to have gotten sent this one from Lancome. So I'm just using it up, but I'm not going to repurchase at that price point for the little bit of benefit that I feel like it's done. But it doesn't hurt to do, It's giving the lashes a little extra love. I just think the price point, it's not worth the price for this particular one. So yeah, I'm gonna let all that hang out for a minute. I usually at this time go fix a second cup of coffee or something. Maybe have a little bit of breakfast, make a smoothie, hang out with Pumpkin for a bit, watch some YouTube. I usually am watching a YouTube video while I'm doing all this. I'm either catching up on my news or watching some beauty content, that kind of thing. And just having a nice time. Enjoying myself, getting ready. Now, if I'm not filming this and talking it through, this only takes me maybe 15 to 30 minutes, depending how many steps I include. Like if I do the eye patches, obviously it takes a lot longer because you gotta let them hang out on the skin. But if I'm just doing the basic skincare side of it, 10 minutes. And if I'm doing the massaging part, I'd say 15 minutes with the massage tool. But yeah, oh, and a lip balm. I go ahead and pop on some lip balm too, so why not? And just let all this hang out on the skin. And when I get ready to do my makeup, when I get closer to that point, usually right before I get on camera and get started on my eye makeup and stuff, I will go in with my SPF at that point. So I will see you guys in just a minute before I'm ready to officially start filming my video for the day. And we finish up the skincare routine. I've let my skincare hang out and get good and soaked in for the day, and usually in that time I go ahead and fill in my brows. One trick I do want to tell you is if you're planning on doing makeup and you have to fill in your brows a lot and you kind of do your brows first like I do, is to maybe either like take a Q-tip and kind of make sure there's no oil and stuff in the brow area because it'll kind of mess with it. That's just a little thing I personally have to watch out for because I like to do my brows before I do anything else. But other than that, or I'll try to kind of maybe avoid the brow area if I know I'm going to be doing makeup that day. If I'm not doing makeup that day, or I'm just doing a little, filling in just a little bit, I don't care. During the time I'm letting my skincare sink in and all of that, I go ahead and put the brows on and prime my eyes and just kind of start prepping stuff for my makeup, pick out what palettes I want to use or whatever. Basically just kill some time. And at this point, I like to go with my SPF before I start my actual makeup. And I like to do the SPF like before I do start my eyeshadow and stuff, or a good bit before I do like my face makeup, because again, I want to let it sink in and not be sitting just on the surface. But the SPF I'm really liking right now is the Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer with SPF 47. I think this is a really nice moisturizer. There are days when if I'm just in a hurry and don't have time to do like all the moisturizers, I'll just put this on because it really does multitask very well and can double as your moisturizer. In the summer, I tend to use this more, rely on something like this more than all the other skincare steps, like because this is more the winter time kind of vibe. But anyways, I'll take a little bit of this, or a lot of it really, and apply that just everywhere the sun will touch. I tend to wear my hair down a lot, so I'm not too worried about my ears getting exposed. I also don't see the sun that much, like even if I'm awake even during the day and like on a normal day schedule, I don't go outside a lot. I'm not like sitting next to windows, but I try to still do the SPF just to help out. Because even if it's a day that I'm staying at home and not going anywhere, I'm still going to get exposed to sunlight to some extent. So you always want to do the SPF, no matter what you think your sun exposure is. Unless I'm just fully on vampire mode and I'm not seeing sunlight, That's about the only time I really skip out on my SPF. I try to apply it everywhere that I think the sun's gonna hit me, which is forehead, right here. I tend to get the most sun damage around right in this area, so try to really get it there. And I like to do this, you know, a little about 30 minutes before I do my foundation, sometimes more, you know, just depending how long it takes me to do eyeshadow or whatever, just to give it time to really sink into the skin and work its magic. And I think if you have shorter hair, or if you wear your hair up a lot, make sure you get your ears. That's also important. But try to pull it down anywhere that gets a good bit of sun exposure. You know, the neck, the chest, shoulders, the décolletage region, all that. But and just because it's winter time doesn't mean you can't get sunburned. You can always get sun damage, always. And SPF is just incredibly important no matter what skin type you have, what skin tone, it doesn't matter. SPF is something you always want to use. It really is an important step for everyone to do universally. Your skin will thank you. So yeah, that is that. The only thing is that I can't bring my SPF too close to my eyes because it irritates the shit out of them. This is the only one I found that I can get pretty close without irritating my eyes, but if I get like right in there, it's gonna burn really bad. And I am allergic to a lot of SPF, so that one is one that I found that doesn't make me itch. However, it does have a bit of a white cast to it, that kind of purpley white cast. As you could see, it kind of changed a little bit on my skin, made me look a little paler, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me. On myself, that's not really an issue because I'm already pale. But anyway, but that is basically the skincare routine for my beginning of the day, morning, get the day going vibe. So yeah, let me know if you have any skincare suggestions, things you think I would like, judging by what I've used here in my wintertime, daytime favorites, winter day favorites. I will be having my nighttime skincare routine coming up after this, and it will be, we'll kind of do a little skincare week maybe. And yeah, I think it'll be fun. So anyways, if you have any suggestions, things you would like to see, products you think I would like, let me know down below. Let me know your favorite SPFs, that kind of thing. I'm always interested in that. So yeah, again, not an expert, so well. Anyways, thank you for hanging out with me today, doing a little skincare with me, starting our day together, that kind of thing. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe and stay spooky. Wear your SPF. Bye now.